Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa, rcgkreations. How are you doing? I'm getting ready to go to the garden. Oop, let me turn this around. Sorry about that. I'm getting ready to go to the garden to do some stuff. And I saved. I had got 2 honeydew melons out of my honeydew plants that I planted from seeds. So I'm drying them out to save this out of 1. I didn't save the honeydew seeds after the first one. I just totally forgot about it. And I was like, oh no, I got to do this one. So all you do is just take the seeds off, then you rinse them off, then you lay them on a paper towel to dry, then you just move them around, because you know how they get sticky because of the fruit and the stuff on the watermelon, the honeydew melon. Even cantaloupe, same thing. Well, cantaloupe, watermelon, all that. So it's because of the sugars that are in the fruit. So as it dries, it sticks. All you do is move it around. Whoops. Just make sure everything is off no longer sticking to the paper plate. Once you've done that the first time, you don't have to mess with it again because it no longer sticks. It only sticks because it was wet when it first got on the paper towel. So you just want to make sure that's all done. Yep, it's all done. See how I can just smooth it over? Now you just want to lay it out an even layer. Okay, I just want to make sure it's still in frame. And you leave it to the side and let it dry, air dry. They're usually totally dry within 2 days. It depends on the seeds and how wet they were, but 1 full 24 hours should be more than enough for most of these plants. But let's get to what we're going to do. Today we got a TEMU haul. It's been months since I've ordered from TEMU. I've been being a good girl, staying in my budget. We've got these plant stakes, and the reason I got these is I've got a bunch of plants because I'm growing everything in grow bags, so I can only do either 1 or 2 plants inside a grow bag. But a lot of them are getting really tall, and so they're all falling over. So what you do is you see this little pointy part? You stick this part in the ground. Then it has this little clip. See the little clip? And it snaps into this. See that? And you can move this up and down wherever you want, wherever it is that you need to do it. And then that clamps around the vine of the plant. And there's a little groove there. You see that little groove right there? Do you see that? Okay, there you go. You see that? That little knob goes in that groove, and then it stamps shut, and there you go. So this is going to go with me out to the garden. Here's where if you there's certain seeds you water before you plant. So do yourself your own research, and depending on whatever seeds you are. But I've been using these little cups. I got these about 30 years ago with little lids because I used to do this with my acrylic painting, and that's what I got this for. And I would label each one with just a Sharpie marker, what the name of the seed, and then brand the manufacturer of the seed. Like this is M.I. Gardner, M.I.G. is M.I. Gardner, and this was lemon basil seeds. Then you just add some distilled water. I just used my filtered water for my Brita pitcher. And soak them for whatever length of time. Some say 2 hours, some say 4, some say 6, some say 10, 12. It depends on the seed. And then I just label them. So I'm going to save these for the next batch of soaking my seeds. So this will be reusing because it's plastic. These are just little Dixie cups that we had. I can use these over and over and over and over. Those are not part of TEMU. Here is some more plant clips. I'm not posting any prices because everybody's prices are different based on what TEMU offers you and based on what you get. And it's all based on what you buy. And these are just standard little clips. Just stick it inside there. And then you push it in. And then there it goes. See that? These are just standard little clips. And then you push down. You push down on the little groove right here. This is a little one that goes up and down. And that releases it if you need to release it. And so these are going to go out. I ordered those because I have a bunch that I need to get done that way. Here's some more of those plant stakes. Like I use these for my peppers. And I'll do a little pop-up box on each item so you'll see what the actual project looks like. But you connect 2 or 3 of these. These are mostly for 3. And then you snap this in here. And then this is what goes into the dirt. And then the other one can stack on top. Because these are, you could do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many layers that you want. It's totally up to you. Now, because these are plastic, they're strong, but they're not overly strong. So any root stem that is, I would say, more than 2 inches in diameter is going to be too strong of a root for these. They're too flimsy. These are more like for flowers, herbs. Now I do use these on my peppers because my peppers don't really go that big. I'm growing jalapeno, firecracker, lemon something pepper, and I think that's it. So these are just fine for my use, for what I do with it. So do your research on how much weight this can control and handle. Because I have one out there. I didn't realize, though, there are 2 of them that I planted together. I thought it was just 1, but it turned out to be 2. And their root stem is about this big. And it just fell over. One of them just fell over, and the other one fell over to the other peppers. And so yesterday I went to go pick it up, put one of these on there. It was not strong enough for that because the roots are so big. So this is only for thinner stems, like peppers, herbs, basil, like I said, small herb type. That's what these are for. So I got these metal ones because these are solid metal inside, okay? I got these for the bigger weeds. Okay, oops. Oh, this is I got 2 honeydew melons, and I'm doing some watermelon, and these are melon bags. Let me get the rubber band off of this thing. Well, they tie that up pretty darn good, which is good for shipping. Okay. There we go. Oh, nope, not done yet. I think this is part of the string that ties it into the knot. Oh, maybe not. I don't know, because it's my first time I ever ordered these. They're mesh bags for you to hold cantaloupe, honeydew melon, any heavy fruit, watermelon. If you do watermelon on the vine, which you make it means you're growing it up and down. Vertical is up and down, I think. Is that vertical? Yeah, vertical is up and down. Horizontal is this way. And you don't want to cut any of this stuff because some of this may be something that you need, so don't want to cut it. And I'm struggling with it. Okay, I hope that this was a quick little video, but I'm struggling with it. And I don't want to cut it because I don't know, and I'm not going to take the time to look. Is this something that I want to keep, or is this something that I want to get rid of? I don't know. Okay, there it goes. Just you gotta play with it a little bit. It's got these little knobs on the end, which is what you need to tie everything to, because you tie the bag to your cage, your metal cage, to hold it up. So it does. This needs to be on a metal cage, and I don't have enough yard space to have my watermelon grow full force and cover up my lawn. I don't have enough space, so I have to grow everything vertical. The honeydew melon has to be grown vertical. You know what? I'm going to cut it. I'm going to kind of take my risk, take my chances, because I can always add more string if I need it. So let me get this part here. Let me cut it on this end. Well, maybe I won't have to cut it. And I don't want to cut it because I don't know if I need it or not. Okay, that one got off of there. Man, I am struggling though. I will tell you that. It's taking some elbow grease here. And it's because it's little nods at the end of this thing. But it ties up into a net. I'm going to do this off camera because I'm not going to have you do that, and I'll bring it back. Okay, so let's finish off with the little video. I'll do a little pop-up photo of it. Here's some more of those plant stakes. And then here is clips. This is a garden hoops that I'm going to use to put my mesh over and or freeze cloth and or shade cloth for my plants. But these are metal covered in plastic, okay? And these are going to be for certain plants in the garden. But you've got the rods the curve rods, then you've got all the clips to connect everything to, and it even came with some more plant clips on here. Let me show you. So here's the metal clips to connect one bar with the other. Here's the plastic clips to connect one bar with the other. And then here are some metal clips to clip the vine to the poles. So that's going to work out great. This is going to be my hoop garden. I could use those other ones that I have right now if you look at my other TEMU videos, but those are really flimsy and they're not heavy duty. And with winter coming, especially after last winter, I want to be prepared and have some heavy duty garden hoops, and then these are the ones that go into the ground. And then you would connect with the connector this to make it taller. So that is my TEMU haul for the day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye. Don't forget, watch to the very end. I'm going to do a pop-up of what this is supposed to look like once it's all opened up. Take care now. Bye-bye.